This is the Negro Ninja, and today I'm just going to talk about how you have to be very careful watching any channel that is speaking about truth, wisdom, or what people call red pill and etc. All right, because it's just like how Solomon says that wisdom is like a woman. All right, some people like wisdom, some people hate wisdom, but they will not hesitate to use wisdom to their advantage or use it against you. Some people like women, some people hate women, but everybody can agree on having access to these women, and they will use women to benefit them or to use them against you. All right, like some men understand women better than others, and they have a higher love for women than others. Some men flat out hate women and are homosexuals, but they still want the chick because they don't want you to have it. All right. Or if they want you to have it, it's because he's already tainted it. Go ahead and kiss her. I already rubbed my dick across her mouth before she saw you. I was all up in there. I was in that hole. Okay, that's how they do stuff. They don't mind giving you the wisdom when they have tainted it. Okay, and there's a reason why I said that. All right. Bitches hate women. Okay, some love women. All right. And guess what? They want access to them as well. Okay, for their network, or they could just be gay. However, they can use them, and they will use them against you. All right. Now, let's talk about men that's about something. Some men love women. All right. And he's going to take these women and use them for whatever he needs them for. Okay, but not in a bad sense, you know. You don't use women. Okay, women is just a part of you. All right. You know, just no different than your rib. You're not objectifying your rib. You're not abusing your rib. You protect your ribs when you're doing stuff such as combat sports or any other sports. Okay. But you use it to your benefit. Ooh, I got some nice functioning ribs. I might as well take advantage of it. The rib doesn't mind because that's his job. Okay. But what draws these people to truth channels? Okay. Everybody love women. Everybody love pussy. Okay, even if you're not getting deep, just a mere mention of a female alone is enough to attract, well, not attract, but to draw in the wrong people. Okay, because they're drawn to it. Okay, you talking about chicks and all the dudes want to come over here. Like, nigga, we don't even like each other. Like, why are you around me? Because the chicks are around. Okay, the chicks are around. It's like the freaking savannah where everybody's at the pool trying to drink some water. They don't even like each other. Lion trying to eat this zebra, but this nigga thirsty. He gonna try to get you later though. He just got to get some water, but you on the menu. Okay. All right. No matter how much people may hate wisdom or don't respect wisdom, you know, aka the word of God, it is necessary. It is life. Okay. And you know, just like water, you need water. Otherwise, you're just gonna fizzle out. All right. And like water, people use water or they sell it. You see how that goes. All right. People don't even see women in the same way, which is why some people use it for malicious purposes, such as trying to sell somebody some water. All right. It's a very powerful natural resource. You can't get wisdom from anywhere else but the source. You can't just make water. Only God can. Okay. You can't make women. Only God can. Okay. If people had the chance to make beings, they're not even genius enough to come up with the concept of a woman. That's how powerful wisdom is. Okay, we only get it from the Creator. That is a gift, like God gives that gift to his anointed. Anybody that is a person of God, you're going to be blessed with wisdom. Okay, that's just the perks of being a child of God. Okay, but as true as that is, we're still living in one of the most dangerous times right now, which is this information age. And it's not the fact that it's the information age that makes it dangerous. It's the fact that there is no boundaries to how you can acquire this information. There's no boundaries to who gets to give out this information or listen to this information. Okay, that's what makes it dangerous. All right, God may not bless a reprobate with wisdom, but a reprobate can still recognize wisdom when he hears it. Okay, which is why they will attack it, you know. So you put wisdom out there, it has been said, you know, you can just repeat what you heard or read or whatever. Okay, so that's the tricky part. Who's reading it? You don't know. Okay, who's teaching it? You don't necessarily know. But one thing is for sure. Okay, you know when somebody is actually legitimately wise a lot of times. Okay, these are the people that can just put it out there. Just, okay, like the prophets, ministers and stuff, like the legit ones. Okay, and once again, this is going to naturally fuel lots of jealousy. All right, remember that wisdom is like a woman. What happens when people see you with a lot of women? Okay, they start thinking about it being theirs, thinking about ways to take it away from you, ways to acquire it. Okay, all right. People hate on you for being wise in the exact same way they will hate on you for having women. Okay, they want, they'll even go as far as to try to take your woman if they can. All right, and before I elaborate on that, let's just take the time to think about the type of people you see making red pill content or philosophy videos a lot of times. Okay. All right. Just like when women is mentioned or when they're around, who's likely to come over there? People that ain't got no business being over there. And there's going to be a lot of dusty niggas over there. Okay. Especially you can really see that on the black sector. Okay. How many dusty dreads people be making videos. Okay. And that's not to say that some of these people are actually idiots. Some people just do stuff and don't even know why they're doing it. They'll probably snap up out of it and cut the dreads off. But a lot of these people be dead serious about being that type of idiot. All right, a lot of them don't even take care of their hygiene all that well and trying to teach somebody something that they don't even know. Okay, teaching what they have heard somebody else say and trying to pass it off as their own. Okay, people doing stuff like that represents them trying to steal your woman. Okay. I heard you say this. Nigga think he better than me. I can get her too. Okay. All right. But in this case, as far as he can tell, he can have her because he can just repeat it. He can pretend to have a woman as well. He can pretend to have wisdom, but he don't. All right. And anybody that goes that far to even try to copy you like that is a dangerous individual. Okay. Just like how the people in the Bible be jealous of a certain dude for having a woman. Like a king may even kill a dude just to take his wife. That's how deep it is. Okay. All right. And like a woman, that wisdom can come to you easily sometimes. All you got to do is just open yourself up sometimes. Like if God just blessed you with wisdom, it just come to you like that. Okay, but some things you have to go through obstacles to get to, like a woman sometimes. I'm not saying a woman that's making it hard for you. I'm talking about people that's putting obstacles in your way for you to not have that chick you end up getting anyway. Oh, despite all the odds, we ended up together. So just imagine going through all this type of stuff, okay? And let's just say somebody was able to somehow just take this woman from you. Okay, that's what their intention is when they be trying to bite your material and stuff and pass stuff as their own without giving you credit or acknowledging you and stuff. Okay, this is the equivalent of you going through the 36 chambers of Shaolin. Okay, and you're leaving that with no accolades, despite all the chambers that you passed, like you literally passed those tests. Okay, and you just walk out, and somebody just walk beside you, and they give him all the credit. You just have to think about that. Okay, what type of person would that be to just sit around and just take the credit? Oh, I'm the king. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. It's just sinister. Okay, that same type of person, if he can get away with it, would sabotage that nigga and be the only person walking out. Had a nigga falling into some pits or something, or crippled or something. All right. Just like, how could anybody respect somebody that took another man's girl? It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Why would you watch somebody that you know is stealing somebody else's material? That say more about you than that person that did it. Okay, and let me just go off on another tangent. Okay, that's some oppressive stuff. Okay, you cannot minister to oppressive people, or they oppress you. You have to oppress oppressive people in order to get rewards from them. That's how you have to do stuff. All right, very dangerous age we're living in. Okay, there is no boundaries of who gets to have this information. But one thing is for certain, when somebody reaches, and just because information is out there doesn't necessarily mean you know where to go to get it. Some people that shouldn't have it can find it before you get to it, and then they place boundaries over it. Okay, like I be saying, if you don't know something and somebody gets to it before you and you need to know it, here's my course. I would like for you to buy my course. Okay. Or I can tell you for this much money. You need a hint, I can that's how people do stuff. Very dangerous stuff. All right. And King Solomon actually spoke on this type of thing himself in Proverbs 23:23. He says, buy the truth and sell it not. Okay, buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. Okay, buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. Okay, and one of the reasons why they even sell it anyway is because they know they don't have those to offer. They just, you ever just buy courses sometimes? I'm not finna just say everybody that sell a course is evil or something, but I'm just saying there be shysters out here. Okay, teachers got to make money or whatever. But all I know is if they are selling courses, you better get a good understanding. Otherwise, they ain't about nothing. Okay, but a lot of people just scam you. Okay, just like what I was saying in the other video, they'll tell you stuff, but they don't give you an understanding of it. It doesn't matter because they're not there for you. They're there to take from you money and your respect, your energy. Okay. All right. And one thing I can tell you is I guarantee you that some of the best advice or, wisdom you will get will come from people that care enough to empathize with you and tell you some stuff that you need to hear. Whether it's a stranger or a relative or somebody that you're cool with. Okay, that's why it puzzles me how teachers get more respect than people that's around people in their, teachers be getting more respect than people that be in their immediate lives. It makes no sense. They'll probably respect the teacher more than they respect their mom and daddy. Weird. Okay, they probably respect their boss in the same way. The nigga don't even train well. All right. And that's pretty much that point that I was talking about at the beginning, to where I was like, you're gay. Why would you don't even want her, trying to get her before you get her and stuff like that. Okay, I just don't want you to get her. Okay, oh, you can have her. Why he's being so generous? Because he did some stuff to defile it. Okay, that's why sometimes you have to be very careful of people that is seemingly generous with information as well. Okay, well, there's always something to gain by you respecting them and looking up to them. Okay, they might not necessarily just ask you for money. They just want your just like how hoes be doing when they be trying to talk to niggas and hold them hostage just by bugging them with conversation. Like, why are you here? Like, I'm busy, going somewhere. All right, and there's many ways to that they can try to defile the truth or to use the truth for bad purposes. But, maybe another video I'll talk about it. All right. And I can tell you this firsthand. The more you teach, the more jealous people get. As a content creator, you got to be very careful because people don't just come to your channel because they respect what you do. Okay, they don't even like you for being wise. Okay, but what they do like is the resource that you provided them, that water that I was talking about, or just the estrogen from your women. Okay, people love, just to be in the sight of women. Okay, it's therapeutic. All right. I'm just around this thing because all the girls be around them. Okay, just like how that actually is in real life. And when chicks are flocking around you dudes to come talk, I'm like, why is you over here? Once again, we don't even like each other. Okay. And they're there to try to steal. Okay, let me just talk shit about you behind your back. You're young. Okay, let me just try to shine on you low key. They got ill intentions. All right. And that can also, represent them trying to taint your wisdom, like what I always talk about, that diabolical S word known as suggestions. Okay, in that sense, that's like the equivalent of somebody just bad mouthing you around the girls that is around you. Okay, like their intentions of telling you a suggestion is to steer you from the correct path. Okay, take her mind off of you. Take your mind off of what you need to. This stuff goes deep. All right. Just like you and your correct women line up like that, they're trying to mess up that disruption. Just like, you know what you're supposed to do, and that's what you do, which is why you are, which is why you love what you do. Okay. It's just my instinct to do such and such. And you got so much expertise and wisdom in it. Okay. That's what that represents. Okay. But, once again, here's another example of how they'll try to disrupt that. Take a break, man. You work too hard. Here's a joint. You want a joint? You want some liquor? Stupid stuff like that. All right. And then to express yourself with just saying wise stuff, people despise you for just being free. Like they don't want you to just be free with women. Like if you're just out there doing what you want to do, winking at chicks, checking them out and doing all this type of stuff. Okay, with no consequences. People try to create consequences for you. Okay, just typical cop blocking. Okay, then the slender. Okay, maybe trying to embarrass you. All right, because people know that wise men, okay, have natural, you naturally draw women to you just by being wise. Okay, and that's just the psychological factor of why, people hate wise men for different reasons. It's like control. You got power over, chicks. Okay. And if you want to take this to a society standpoint, once again, that's why some chicks flat out despise when men say wise things. Because she knows she got to follow. And hoes do not like being led by somebody that's not going to lead them astray. Okay, when they are astray, they get to do whatever they want to. The chaos makes them feel free. But doing what they're supposed to doesn't. Okay, and this doesn't just apply to hoes because bitches are the word and the world is a bitch. That's just how people are, because they're not godless, so they're just naturally, feminine in a bad sense. Okay, don't try to lead me to the right path. Nigga, I was comfortable in bliss. Okay, all right. And here's another thing. You know how I was talking about obstacles and stuff? Like sometimes, there's only some type of wisdom you can get through trials. Okay, all right. Like wise people don't necessarily have to go through stuff to learn it all the time. But God does train you in certain ways because you got to think about Job. Look at what he got after his life fell apart the first time. Okay, he had better things than what he originally had. Okay, so just think about this part. Okay, and think about some wisdom that you got just because you went through this hardship. Like the stuff I be talking about, like with the spiritual warfare and stuff like this. It's on some X-Men stuff when you think about it. Okay, this is stuff, and that's why I be putting my foot up people's ass when they copy me without giving me credit. Okay, that's another video. I'm not even gonna say that right now, but let's just talk about this what's his name? Job part. Okay. So let's just say that God just gave him a better family, a better wife, and all this type of stuff while everything was going good for him. He probably wouldn't even really want it or something. I'm content with what I got, God. Okay, that's probably what he would have said. Okay, God was like, you don't know what content is. Take that away from him. Okay. And if that would have just been taken away from him without him seeing how bad it was, he would not have appreciated the new family he got. Okay, that's why this type of stuff is important. Okay, that's why these trials are important. All right, and that's why you get special type of wisdom. That's just that untouchable type of, well, all wisdom is untouchable, but you get what I'm saying. All right, and that's why you can never trust somebody that'll try to steal that from somebody that went through that to get it. You just can't do it. There's no good that comes from a person. Well, I did learn a lot from him. He is spewing wisdom. Okay, you know who else spews wisdom? Satan does. Sometimes Satan will probably flat out tell you stuff that is not a lie while it being a lie. Like I'm telling you, but people get too caught up on this type of stuff. And I'm going to elaborate more on that in the next video. But that's all I got to say for this rant. And this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.